What we presently have are what we call international financial reporting standards that were basically made for profit entities. Now, when we talk of the NPO standard, NPO is non-profit organization. Locally, we refer to them more as non-government organization. But this caters for non-profit organization. So what this comes to address is to create a standard that specifically deals with entities that are not for profit. The International Financial Reporting Standards was made with entities that make a profit in mind. And then you also have the standards for public sector, the IPSAS. Then you have one for SMEs. So these standards for NPOs, International NPO Standard, is to cater for entities in the NGO sector so that the donors look at a consistent report. What has happened in practice locally here is that whoever gives you money tells you how his report should look like. That, you know, mine should look like this, mine should look like this. So there was no standard. So even the practitioners, the professionals, the auditors and accountants, as they're auditing, they find that at times you're dealing with an entity that has maybe 10 donors. And each of the donors is telling you that, you know, this is what I need in my report. This is what my grant report should look like. Because we had no point of reference for NGOs in financial reporting. So this standard is going to harmonize the presentation. We are all going to report according to the same form book so that when you, the stakeholders, the public and the regulators look at these reports, you are looking at a report that has been prepared in a consistent format. And this should also encourage accountability and, you know, transparency. All these things will improve and also attract better funding. Because now some donors are a bit hesitant to give you money because they say, okay, what framework are you going to, how will my report look like? What framework are you using? But when we have one framework that applies to everyone, and this has taken time, this has taken taken about 6 years. Like you've heard this, it's only 300 pages. The full International Financial Reporting Standards are over 10,000 pages, which is a lot to take in. And yes, as we bring in these standards, there will be adjustment. There's always a speed hump when a standard is new. Remember, someone has taken 6 years developing all this, and then we bring it up. So there will be a speed hump, but overall, in the long term, we should see better reports, better quality, and produce to a consistent standard. A fragmented system, one, you're basically, you know, I would say like it is the same human being with so many different names. So when they call you out, someone is calling you Salongo, someone is calling you Musoke, someone is calling you boss. So we are just saying that, you know, harmonizing the system avoids looking at the same information in different formats from place to place. So now you have reports that are consistent and prepared to a standard. And this is not like, I wouldn't say, yes, it's something new that is coming up, but it's being done with the blessing of International Federation of Accountants. So they're not working in isolation. IFAC just felt they had so much in their hands to go to develop an NPO standard as well. So they allowed this group to develop these standards that will be used in the NPO sector.
Between 1989 and 2019, according to the NGO register, there are 14,407 NGOs between 1989 and...
And I am Musoke. I've lived in Uganda since 2001, and I am a proud Luchala to Mr. Musoke, which is where I get my lovely name.